Beaver fans, and welcome to week 5 of Meet the Beavers. We are back here where all the magic happens in the Sports Information Office, the studios, and what a great time it is right now. The Beavers still off to a great start this season. Despite the little roadblock this past weekend against MSU Mankato, they're 3-1 heading into the University of Sioux Falls this weekend. And for this time around, folks, I should introduce myself. I'm your host, Cole Clementich, back for another guest for you guys this week on Meet the Beavers. He's an offensive lineman, a two-sport athlete, and a mainstay here and around Minot State campus. Also doing a lot off of campus. And before we get into previewing the Sioux Falls matchup, I'm here with Jake Swirple as our next guest. Jake, how you doing today? Thanks for being on the show.
Good, yourself. Thank you for having me.
I'm doing good, yeah. So Jake, let's just talk, how are things going on and off the field for you at the start of this school year?
Really good, really good. Just balancing classes and sports and just chaos, but I thrive in that chaos.
Yeah. Hey, that's some people are just born that way to, manage through all the time and all the craziness happening. So, and normally I would ask you, Jake, if it weren't for one sport, which other one would you play in? But because you play two sports, football and wrestling, kind of a fun starter question here. Do you have any special talents that people may not know of?
Special talents? Let me think about that.
It can be as simple as, just whistling and humming, or I don't know. I'm trying to think of some ideas.
I know a lot about history. That's
history.
Yeah, history.
Okay.
I'm a big history buff.
History buff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a nice, widely known. It's a nice subject that a lot of people have a niche for that. So that is. I like that, Jake. So, and let's talk about opening day. A family friend of yours. So the colonel from the Minot Air Force Base got to deliver the game ball to you guys at the home opener, and has some family friend connections with you guys.
So I didn't know him personally, but he grew up actually in my hometown, and his dad, I believe, or uncle, I think it was dad or uncle, was actually a fireman for Dearborn Heights, and I grew up in Dearborn Heights. So my mom just made a connection through Facebook, and we found out he was from Dearborn Heights, but that was so cool. That was really, really cool just to see how they did that, and having the helicopter just, deliver the game ball. That was awesome.
Yep, and I think Minot High did that at least once or twice that I know of. So, and it's a cool scene. It's like, that's not easy either. So, props to Minot State Athletics and Minot Air Force Base for enlisting or reenacting that connection there. So, but Jake, as a member of the offensive line, I believe I was told you coined the Minot Moving Company. How did that come to be?
So just last year, with the new coaching staff change, I figured that our offensive line needed a new identity, and the way that we had to play is just moving people off the ball. Like, we're gonna move them whether they like it or not. And I liked that phrase, the Minot Moving Company. Because it holds true, realistically. Just as offensive linemen, you got to move someone against their will every single play, and we're moving down the field every single play. And if you want to score touchdowns, you got to keep moving that ball. So I like the term Minot State Moving Company.
And I know for some people it may not feel like the prettiest offense to watch, but do you guys get excited that it puts more of an emphasis on the offensive line?
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Like that?
Going back to the Northern game, we literally drove the ball down the field for, I think it was like 5 minutes when there was only like 7 minutes left, and I think we ran the clock down to like a minute 40, and that was on the backs of the O-line, and we had to keep moving, and every first down they kept saying, Minot State Moving Company at it again. Yeah. Just moving down the field, whether they like it or not, we're going to move them.
Yeah, we're going to keep referencing that a lot on the broadcast this season. Well, Jake, let's go off the field for a second here. You have an internship going on with in and around the city of Minot. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I'm doing an internship with the Minot City Attorney's Office. So I'm in and out of court every day, and then I have to go to the office, and I look over all the paperwork, and there's some stuff I can't talk about, but it's really cool.
Hey, that's fine. Yeah.
It's really, really cool. I'm really interested because my two majors are criminal justice and psychology, and I'm minoring in law and legal studies, and this is what that's for, is my law and legal minor. So I have ambition to go to law school eventually, and just seeing how it is, firsthand is really cool, and seeing how the court system works and seeing how everything works, because my dad is actually a police officer, so I know the criminal justice field now. Seeing how the law and legal portion works is going to help me, along with having that psychology. Really good.
Yeah, and having that family ties, those family backgrounds, definitely going to help a lot. And I was going to ask you, your future plans with that, but it sounds like law school in the books. What does a day look like, as a major of criminal justice and/or psychology for you?
So it depends on the day, because we got weights on Mondays and Wednesdays. So I got to wake up at like 5:30 every morning, go to weights, and then right after that I go to court, and then right after that go to class. And then I have like an hour in between that, then go back to class, and then I have to go to practice right after that. So I'm not getting home till like 7 at night, but some days I'm doing double hours in between the office and court. So I'm getting up early, but I like it. Like I said, I thrive in that chaos.
Well, we appreciate you making some time here with us today, and just kind of talk about, in that crime scene, do you hope to be a problem solver, or like some sort of crime scene detective? Have you watched any movies or shows like NCIS?
So there's Blue Bloods and CIS. So there's actually a couple different routes I could take. So one of the routes, like I said, go to law school and eventually be in a JAG for the military. That's another route I could take. Another route I could also take is I also plan on trying to get my master's degree in psychology, which would help me in the criminal justice field as well, and just help me keep moving up. Being a police officer. Also, I've thought long and hard about Border Patrol, or FBI, that sort of thing.
Yeah, hey, dream big, man.
Yeah.
You never know the possibilities. There's a lot of it's a intense field. It's a great one, and also a tense field out there. So anything to get involved right away, and that's a good bar to set there. And we're gonna switch back onto the field now. So with the quarterback switch, Coach Shields now asking Carson Crispin to take the reins as quarterback. Is there a routine, with him? Did it take time adjusting to a quarterback switch and practicing snaps and all that stuff? Or?
He's doing great, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's doing great. No, he was really active in the process the whole time. And
Nice.
As soon as Coach Shields asked him to switch, he just did it. No complaints, nothing, and he's really embracing it. No, it's really cool because almost every home game, his parents have made dinner for the offensive line.
Oh, nice.
So on Friday nights, He
There we go.
He knows how to take care of the offensive line. So so Friday nights after we do our walkthroughs and after we get done with practice, he'll be like, "Yeah, come over. My parents made food." So like last time when we played Northern, they made burritos and they're really good. So he's really embracing the process, and he's doing a great job. He really is. He's doing a great job. He knows how to take control of the offense. He knows how to make the reads, and he's doing just a tremendous job. All good things to say about Carson.
No, that is good. Yeah, and you guys are moving the ball really well this season, scoring points. Playing Coach Shields' offense to a T, really. So, and we'll take a look at this Sioux Falls matchup here. What do you guys expect, and do you have any keys to victory? I know Coach Shields preaches high effort, speed, energy, eliminating sins, self-inflicting negatives. Just expand on that.
Playing our style of football. I know I said earlier, be the Minot State Moving Company. We have to play to our strengths. Sioux Falls is a really good team. They've been historically a really good team. But time of possession is a big thing, especially in our offense. If we can just keep that ball and keep moving down the field, scoring touchdowns, and let our defense keep doing what they're doing, because they're doing a great job. They're doing a really, really good job. Just playing Minot State football, being gritty, moving people off the line of scrimmage. Just playing Minot State football at the end of the day. It's just football, and just take a deep breath and don't overcomplicate it, and just keep running.
Yep, just go out there, do your thing.
Yep.
Yeah, good luck this weekend against the Sioux Falls Cougars. They're a much improved roster in their own right. You guys are on similar tracks right now, both 3-1, so it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
It'll be a grit and grind style. I'm looking forward to seeing that from the broadcast booth here. And Jake, we'll ask you, some some events happening around the college sports world. What are your thoughts or opinions on kind of what's happening, like with NIL, conference realignment, all the craziness happening around college sports? As a college athlete, do you have any insight on that? Any opinions?
Well, there's two different questions that I break down. So with the NIL, I can see certain aspects of it, but at the same time, at the end of the day, you're getting your college paid for. You're getting your college paid for. You're getting the chance to play football longer. And I think, especially with like a lot of these higher up athletes, like at Bama or Texas, like Manning, right? He got like I think $1 million before he even stepped foot on campus. That's a little, it's crazy. It's good for him, but at the same time, I think it's watering down the product, and I think it's watering down college football because it's more about me and not the team. And at the end of the day, that's what it should be about, 100%. If you want to further your career and go to the NFL, CFL, XFL, whatever, that's a little bit different. But now it feels like it's getting paid to play, and they banned Reggie Bush because he got paid, and they took away his Heisman, and now they're just being like, okay, it's okay, you can get paid. Now, on the other hand, with the conference realignment, I know in like the Big Ten, because I'm from Michigan, right? Mm-hmm. I think it's a little weird that they have like California teams in the Big Ten before Notre Dame even gets in.
Yeah,
Notre Dame's historical rivals have been Michigan State, Michigan, all those Big Ten schools, and then I know they want to be independent. At the same time, I'm like, they're right down the street, and now they're at UCLA, USC, all these other schools. It's just they're trying to compete with the SEC.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
The big rivalry of UCLA, USC, and Rutgers.
Yeah, right. So, right. Yeah, Rutgers.
Yeah. I know Travis Hunter's name has been mentioned a lot. Do you have any favorite college ball players or any favorite NFL players at this time? I know you're a big Detroit Lions fan.
Yeah, I'm a big Detroit Lions. They're doing good. They're 2-1 right now.
Yeah,
they should
really
be 3-0. They had a chance to beat the Bucks, but that's all right. Dan Campbell's doing a great job. NFL-wise, I mean, I really don't have any favorite college football players other than myself and the Minot State Beavers.
Nothing wrong with that.
But NFL-wise, are we talking all time here or
whoever?
Current?
Yeah. All time or current.
Defensively, I like Jack Lambert. Jack Lambert from the Steelers. He was a great player. Now, offensive line wise, Frank Ragnow from the Lions. You got Sewell. You can't talk about O-line without talking about Sewell. Brandon Burlsworth too. Have you ever watched that movie Grader?
I might have to check that out.
Yeah, that's a really good movie. But obviously anyone on the Detroit Lions, you got Laporta. Laporta's really good.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a great tight end.
A mismatch for a lot of teams. Yeah.
Yeah. You got St. Brown in there. He's a great receiver. The 1-2 punch of Montgomery and Gibbs. That's great.
I got Gibbs on my fantasy team.
Really?
By the way.
Yeah. They got to use him a little bit more. He scored last week, though. He did score last week. I mean, coach-wise, Dan Campbell, of course. Dan Campbell, he's doing great.
He's an excellent coach. He's somebody that you'd run through a brick wall.
100%.
Sure, yeah.
100%. And while we're in the talks of professional sports, how about them Tigers? You watch baseball?
I have not caught up on my baseball a little bit. I know I'm a Rockies guy, so baseball's a little miserable right now. But we have our farewell tour going on with Charlie Blackmon. But I thought I'd seen some stuff about the Tigers.
Yeah,
they're winning some games.
Yeah, so August 11th, they had a 0.2% chance of making playoffs. And now it's at like 75.
75? That big a jump.
Yeah, now they're like 84 and 76. And they have like a 2-game lead in the wild card race with like 5 games left. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, look out, the Detroit Tigers. They're on their way up. Yep. So thanks for that, Jake. Because like I said, I've been trying my hardest to keep up with
Yeah.
baseball, but with the Rockies being terrible, it's just kind of hard to keep track. But yeah, the Tigers. Shout out the Tigers.
Yeah,
though.
shout out the Tigers.
Yeah.
So
So
great.
yep. All that being said, Jake, anything else you'd like to mention to the fans before we send you off?
No, I don't believe so. The only thing I'd like to say is just come out Saturday, come out with some energy. These Beavers are hot. We're ready to play, and we're ready to go. We're going to move people down the field, watch the Minot State moving company in this offense, go down the field, score touchdowns, and watch our defense continue playing at elite level like they are, because they're doing great. And watch our whole entire team come together.
Well said, my friend. Well, we wish you the best of luck this
Thank you.
weekend against
Appreciate
Sioux Falls. Definitely a gettable one at that, because you guys had a close one against them. We won't mention further of that last year, but yeah, it's definitely one that yeah, it should be a good one. And folks, you just heard Jake Swirple, offensive lineman on the football team, also a wrestler for Minot State, and we thank him for his time today, and getting to know more about him, his internship, and all the traveling, all of the the busyness happening in his daily life. So we thank him again. And Beaver fans, again, you heard the man. Go see Minot State on Energy Day this weekend against Sioux Falls. 1 p.m. kickoff this Saturday. Bring the energy for Energy Day. First 1,000 fans get free T-shirts. So a nice little incentive for all you folks out there. But with that being said, I'm Cole Clementich signing off. You guys have a good rest of your weekend. We'll see you after the Beavers against Sioux Falls.